So we went to Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. First time there. We pre-printed our tickets, and it was a breeze going in. You just walk up, they scan your piece of paper, and inside you go.
That was the fastest transaction.
It was. The security was okay. I mean, they're doing what every other theme park is doing to get you in there. We paid $79 for a one-day ticket. That's the standard price for adults. And if you go after 5 p.m. during the Harvest Festival, which today's the end of it, so you probably won't. But next year, if you go in after 5 p.m., it is only $50 to $55 depending on the day of the week. Silver Dollar City is a 100-acre theme park themed as an 1800s city. It originally was just the cave tour. They called it the Marble Cave because they thought that the rocks in there were marble, and so the Marble Cave. They later on changed that to Marble Cave. So we purchased the Harvest Tasting Pass for $32.50. We bought the refillable cups as well, and that was an additional, how much?
It was $17 by the time you round it up.
Per cup?
Yes, per cup. But then you paid $1.82 for a refill on top of that, and $2.50 for anything special, like cider or with sale. They had lemonade, that kind of thing.
The problem with it, like, you can get fountain drinks at a relatively decent price. The problem is they have no lids to them. I don't know if that's to save the sea turtles or what's happening there, but they for some reason don't want to have lids on their cups, which otherwise would have been great. Right.
Yeah, it was difficult to traverse the park without spilling your soda or your pop, whichever way you want to call it, all over the place. So that's why we went ahead and bought the souvenir cups.
Yep.
So it was really not cost effective as much as it was convenient.
Right. And we also purchased the cinnamon bread because that is a must. You must buy the cinnamon bread, especially if you're a fan of Cinnabon. That was the standard that I had everything set at for cinnamon until yesterday.
It was good. It was very good.
It was so good. They have 12 stages. They have 40 different rides and attractions. They have 60 different shops, and in those shops, 100 resident craftspeople. They show skills in crafts like woodworking, wood turning, baseball bats, personalized. They have during the Harvest Festival, they have a person doing a master carver to do the pumpkins, and we've seen a little bit of the blacksmith.
And they have glass blowing.
And,
yeah. A lot of jewelry making.
60 different shops. That's a lot.
Candle making. Of course, fudge and all kinds of goods to eat.
So the carnival type games, you have to pay extra for those, which I understand completely. With if you're going to win a stuffed animal or a fish or whatever it is, even if you want to kind of raise the stakes a little bit for things that you can win, I completely understand. But like in Disney World, Magic Kingdom, they have a shooting gallery that is set for free play. But here you had to pay, and it was not cheap. One of the biggest attractions, I think a couple years ago they called it Pumpkins in the City. They have.
Still do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a bunch of carved. It's not even just carved. They're carved and sculpted together to create animals like the spider, like the farmer.
They're huge, though.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they're very artistically done.
Yes.
The master carver there, he is an amazing, talented man. He will carve your own pumpkin, varying in price from $100 to $250 per pumpkin, the foam pumpkins. But that's what they're made out of, and they stack them up, and they're huge. Probably that spider was at least 20
farmer,
foot.
Yeah, well, the farmer was at least 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and they had, of course, you can see the videos. There's lots of different ways they use them, and I thought it was really creative that outside of every shop, like the candy store had one pumpkin with a saltwater taffy and a bubble gum or jelly bean or whatever. It was pertinent to the shop that the pumpkins were sitting in front of. I thought that was a great artistic choice.
There must have been at least a thousand pumpkins easily.
There is plenty of shopping to be done at Silver Dollar City. One of the stores we went into was a home goods store. It's different than what I was expecting in that Disney has bigger and more. They have similar items, I guess, at Disney, and I'm not trying to compare everything to Disney, but that's just the most recent experience we have with a theme park. So this particular place, it had very limited selection, and I think that's because I am used to the big box stores, and there are billions of different choices in home goods. But it was interesting. You go outside and you find yourself on a deck that you can hang out all day if you wanted to.
A back porch.
It had rocking chairs, and you're overlooking the amphitheater and a roller coaster.
And you're quite high up off the ground, so
a lot of hills there.
Yeah, and like he was saying, you can't really compare Disney to this experience. It's like apples and oranges. There's pluses to both, and this amusement park was geared very much for family and old-fashioned times. The home furnishing store that we went into was rather small. They gave a sampling of what they can build for a person's home. It had different colors of wood, different styles of patterns. So it was really unique. There's one thing that, again, comparing to Disney
Disney makes these wonderful different worlds for you to be enveloped in. Like the Star Wars area, the Avatar area, really, really cool stuff. Silver Dollar City is all about the nature. It's set back in the 1800s, and so you're not, dealing with all these modern things. And even the blacksmith shop, it was sort of set in the wooded area, with a just natural floor, natural bottom to all the stuff. So it was really cool. It was just like spending the day in the woods with things to do.
And I noticed there were a lot of old equipment that was utilized in their decorations of the park.
Silver Dollar City. A little bit disappointed still. You go around, it's overcrowded just like everything, overpriced just like everything. And I'm not that big into riding rides. So the shows are left and the food is left. The shows are not quite as good as the ones they have in Branson. So even the Silver Dollar City is in Branson, but the shows are not as good as what you see downtown on the Strip. So I say, this is my personal recommendation, I say keep your money and go to the shows. Don't go to the Silver Dollar City. That's my 2 cents. So that's my opinion now that Shirley's back in the car.
It's just not our cup of tea. It's not that it was a bad experience for us. It was an okay experience for us, and we are looking for that wow factor, like Table Rock. Top of the Rock.
Top of the Rock.
Yes, that's
top
more
of the list. Top shelf.
Yeah, that's more us. This was wonderful for family get-togethers. And
what do you think? I told him that I think it's kind of like when you go out to eat. It's great in the beginning, then once you're done, you're just like, oh, I can't eat anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think? Is that maybe part of what we're doing here? Because we're wore out, had a full day, seen it, been there, done that.
Yeah, I think for us that it was a nice experience for those who want to go look at shows. There's plenty of shows. But there's plenty of things for the small children.
What we did see of the shows, quality was not there.
No, I agree. Unless we just didn't hit the right shows.
Right, and that's very possible.
So, very possible. The food was mediocre, in my opinion. The best thing for me was the soft pumpkin ice cream and a pumpkin waffle cone.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about doing the Harvest Festival tasting pass
next year,
you better like pumpkins.
I love pumpkin.
Almost everything on there was something with pumpkin spice or pumpkin in it, like pumpkin chili and pumpkin pizza, and that's not joking. That's exactly what it was that you had to choose
barbecue
from.
sauce.
Yep.
Yeah, so I love pumpkin, but
so
there was very little.
Sometimes you can overdo things.
Pumpkin.
Too much of a good thing.
I mean, besides pumpkin. Yeah.
All things in moderation.
Yes. So, and they have rides for adults and rides for children. It was not geared towards anything spooky Halloween, which was great.
Well, it was a Harvest, not the
Yeah, it was a Harvest, not Halloween, not like you would see at Disney or Universal. It was strictly Harvest. So that was nice for anyone who doesn't want to participate in Halloween.
Or if you're a farmer.
Or if you just like the Harvest thing versus the Halloween.
But now, I do like the nature more here than around Disney. It's, you got hills and stuff in here you have to go up and down.
Oh, yeah.
But you also have the trees and falling all, the leaves are falling all around you. You get to see that. It's kind of nice.
Yes, it's very pretty. Yeah. But if you're not athletically inclined, or if you have back troubles or leg problems, you might want to rent a scooter or a wheelchair or something, or feet problems. I don't know. It would be
sort of the case with any theme park.
Yeah. So, but it was okay. It wasn't what I expected.
Right.
Yeah. So But it was okay. It was nice to get out and see what it was all about.
That's the final word. It was okay.
It was okay.
I certainly appreciate everybody watching this video, and subscribe if you could. Got a lot of people watching and not so many subscribing, so if you could take time to subscribe, I would certainly appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, and we will see you next week.